Hi, I'm Tim.
Hi, I'm Neil.
We're instructors with Sea Explorers Philippines.
And we always dive with a smile.
Hey there, ocean lovers. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Stay dry. In case it's been a while since you went diving, today we're going to review how to set up your dive equipment so that you're all set when you come back to the Philippines.
Okay everybody, so the first thing we do when we're setting up our dive equipment is we need to get some tanks. Here at Sea Explorers in the Philippines, you'll find that we have two kinds of tanks. The ones with the black cap are INT tanks, and the ones with the blue cap are the DIN tanks. So depending on which kind of regulator you have, you always know which kind of tank to grab.
Don't forget to check the hydrostatic test date, to check the visual inspection date, and also to check the O-rings on either your tank or on your regulator, depending on which kind of system you're using.
The most important thing about setting up your equipment for safety, just before anything else, just check the tank O-ring, because that's sometimes that makes the problem underwater.
If your regulator doesn't seem to fit with the kind of tanks the dive operation has, you just need one of these adapters. If you have a DIN regulator and they have international tanks, you need this kind of adapter. If you have an INT regulator and they have DIN tanks, you'll need one of these inserts. This one goes into the tank and then your regulator on top. This one goes onto your regulator and then your regulator on the tank.
Right now we're putting on the BCD on the tank. Make sure you tighten up the straps. Yeah, and also the upper strap. Make sure it doesn't loose or come off. Okay. And the height of the BCD is not higher than the tank. It should be not hitting out of your head. Okay.
So if your BCD happens to have the clip lock style of tank strap, you're gonna attach it by putting it together and then closing the lock like that. And you can check that it is secure. These are usually very secure, so you don't have to worry about them slipping.
Alright, now we're putting on the regulator. Since my regulator is DIN, so I'm using a DIN tank. So what you're gonna do is just screw it up directly to the tank. This. Make sure you're using 2 fingers to tighten. Okay? And now connect your inflator hose to your BCD. Right. And then you secure your alternate air source and your SPG. If you have a clip, much better if you have a clip, then so you can secure it. Otherwise it might drag the corals or might cut up in something. So everything should be secure while diving.
Your pressure gauge may hook up differently depending on what kind of clip you have. This one has no clip, so what we're gonna do is pass it through the BCD and it sits right here where we can see it, right there when we're diving. So for me, one of the most important parts of setting up my equipment is making sure I have a signal tube with me. Here in the Philippines, we do have some strong currents, so a good signal tube is very important to make sure it's part of your dive equipment, so that if you do get moved away from the boat a little bit, you can deploy the signal tube and the boat can find you really easily. So I pick one that rolls up nice and small and is brightly colored, and it'll fit right into my BCD box.
Now it's time to turn on the tank. Before opening it, see this regulator right here. Push the first button and make sure the pressure gauge is kept like down like that. And then slowly opening it up like that. That's the time you can check the pressure of your tank. Alright? So that's how you're gonna set up your equipment. Okay?
So thanks for watching our video today. We hope you enjoyed it.
Please like and subscribe our channel.
See you next time.